Hello guys, this is me again, Teacher Gabe, and for this video, I'll be giving a brief summary for the report. The topic is about learner-centered psychological principles. So what is this learner-centered psychological principles? Basically, it has 14 principles, and the first one that we'll be discussing is about cognitive and metacognitive factors, and under this are first one, nature of the learning process. It emphasizes on the intentional process. Intentional, it means sinadya talaga na natutunan ng learners. The teacher goes inside the classroom with the end in mind already. That's why meron tayong lesson plan na sinusunod. Kasi may goals na tayo for that day kung ano ba yung gusto nating matutunan ng students. Again, another point for the nature of the learning process is kapag gusto mo daw yung ginagawa mo, mas madali kang matututo. Kasi kapag hindi mo gusto yung ginagawa mo, then hindi ka talaga matututo. Next one is the goal of the learning process. It's somehow related to the first one, but this time, it's not only the teacher that sets goal, but also the learner. And the attainment of the long-term goals should begin with a short-term goal. Example, your short-term goal, yung short-term goal nyo ngayon is to pass this subject. And bakit yun yung short-term? Kasi what is the long-term goal? It's to get your degree. Kasi if you won't be able to pass this subject, then you won't get your degree. That's why the attainment of the short-term goals leads to your long-term goal. Next one. Construction of knowledge. Sa construction of knowledge, ilagay natin dito yung constructivism. Paano ka ba mag-construct ng knowledge? It's just linking the prior knowledge into this new information na natutunan mo. Kapag wala kang prior knowledge, then saan mo siya ililink yung new information? That's why, kailangan mo mabasa so that maraming laman yung utak mo, and then kung may encounter ka na bagong word, so madali mo na lang siyang malilink sa prior knowledge mo. That's constructivism or the construction of knowledge. It's linking the old information to the new information. Next one. Strategic thinking. Let's correlate this to your study habits. As a student, meron kayong mga different study habits na ginagawa. And, for example, if alam mo na mas effective ka kapag mag-study during sa gabi, then mag-study ka sa gabi. If hindi naman, kasi may mga students na pag mag-study sila ng gabi, pagka umaga, nalimutan na nila yung gistudyhan nila, so useless din. That's why, if naisip mo, if you observe na hindi effective sa'yo yung ganun na style, then you change it. Do not hesitate, okay? You need to maximize every strategies na alam mo. Kasi there's a lot of strategies na pwede mong gamitin sa pag nag-study ka. Another one is yung magamit ka ng mnemonics or yung piggyback ba yun? Yung kantahin mo god yung gina-study mo or yung mga concept, mas ma-remember mo siya. Ganon. So, depende yun siya paano mo i-utilize yung mga strategies. Next, thinking about thinking, or also known as the metacognition or metacognitive. Meron lang tayong 3 points dyan. The PME, planning, monitoring, and evaluating. If you are planning, like for example, maggagawa ka ng timetable, that's already planning. For this day, for Monday, I'll be making the task sa ganito ko na subject. On Tuesday, ganito naman na subject. And yun. So, you're planning your weekly task. Ginahapsay mo na siya. So, that's already metacognition. Okay? Planning is a metacognition. Another, if you are evaluating, PME kasi, planning, monitoring, evaluating. If you are evaluating, sabihin mo nga, siguro mas unahin ko yung kay Ma'am Gab na task kasi mas mahirap siyang gawin. Then, in-next ko na itong kay Ma'am Vinya na mga task kasi mas madali na siya. Ganon. So, you are monitoring your you're monitoring your strategy. And that's also metacognition kapag ina-monitor mo yung learning mo. Next, evaluating. At the end of the day, i-evaluate mo ang sarili mo kung effective ba yung ginawa mo o hindi. Kapag hindi siya, then you change it. So that's PME, planning, monitoring, and evaluating. If you are doing these three, then you are doing metacognition. Even just isa lang, that's still metacognition. Or thinking about thinking. Another one, I'm sorry, I'm always doing this one kasi there's a laptop in front of me. Next is the context of learning. Context of learning, meron daw effect yung environmental factors. Totoo naman, meron talaga. Kasi, we have different cultures, and we have different upbringings. That's why we learn differently. Kaya, yung teacher, kailangan niya mag-isip ng iba't ibang strategy, which is very hard to do. Actually, madali lang yung theory, pag-aralan. Pero kapag sa application na sa actual, it's a different story. You'll experience that when you, hopefully, someday, ma-deploy na kayo sa real scenario sa mga schools. And technology. Di ba may effect din naman yung technology? Not all students have the access for this technology. Lucky are those na meron talagang materials para maka-access sila. And they are very privileged. But some, they don't. Especially ngayong pandemic, it's very important to have this. And, di ba, you cannot deny the fact na yung mga hindi nakaka-provide ng ganito, nalileft behind talaga. Okay, let's review nature of the learning process, goals of the learning process, construction of knowledge, and strategic thinking, thinking about thinking, and context of learning. So that's it. Thank you for listening and keep safe.